has been almost a year since a new Great One was added to the Hunter Call of the Wild, so we should be getting a new Great One very soon. Today we're going to be counting down the top 10 most wanted Great Ones in the Hunter Call of the Wild for 2024. The first Great One to be introduced into the Hunter Call of the Wild was Whitetail. Now, Whitetail were put into the game in April of 2020. 4 years ago this month, the first Great One was added, and Whitetail continued to be one of the most popular Great Ones to grind for. And then in November 2021, Red Deer Great Ones were introduced into the game, and then in June 2022, Black Bear Great Ones were introduced and are currently the only Predator Great One in the game. And then in December 2022, Moose Great Ones were added. This is my favorite Great One out of all 26. And then in June 2023, Fallow Great Ones were added into the game, and we haven't had a Great One added to the game since. Now guys, let me know in the comments what your number one most wanted Great One would be, and somewhere in the video I am going to share a key phrase. Drop that in the comments for your chance to be featured in a video. We choose one winner every month, and if you are on console, then it would be a voice chat also included in a video, and let's do it. Coming in at number 10 on our list of top 10 most wanted Great Ones is the Miriam Turkey. Miriam Turkeys can currently be hunted here in Layton Lakes, in Silver Ridge Peaks, and in T. Awaroa. Now, they were actually added as a backfilled species here in Layton Lakes and Splat, and we have to have at least one winged species. No, didn't get them. Definitely, if we were to get a Great One Miriam Turkey added to the game, it would be like no other Great One that we have ever had. It would be very cool, definitely a very different experience, and I think it would be a lot of fun. We definitely would need beards. I don't know what a Great One Turkey would look like. It would definitely be much bigger, maybe have some crazy different furs and colors to it, and of course, massive beards. But one thing I love about Great Ones is when they do have multiple maps that they can be hunted on. And look at all the turkeys. And there's Whitetail, not ironic at all. Whitetail were the very first Great Ones to be added to the game, and it was a very long time before anyone had a Great One. It was actually years before many people started to get Whitetail Great Ones, and they are not nearly as elusive as they used to be. I think we know better now how to grind for them and how to get Great Ones. They definitely are all a lot of work. Most of the time they take many hours to achieve, but they are definitely achievable. I currently have 7 Whitetail Great Ones. Actually, I have 8. And the most difficult one was definitely the first one. But I find turkeys hard to find here in Layton. Now, I noticed that I was seeing a lot of them during moose drink time, which it is now 14:30. But it would be very cool to have a winged Great One added to the game, and turkey would be a great pick. Coming in at number 9 on our list of top 10 most wanted Great Ones in Call of the Wild is the Cape Buffalo. Now, currently we don't have any Great Ones from Savannah. I'm pretty sure there is a Great One species on every map except for this one. If you look at all the species in Savannah, all of them, except for I think green-winged teal, are exclusive to Savannah. So if we were to get a Great One Cape Buffalo, the only map you would be able to grind for it on is here in Savannah. Now, as much as I love to have multiple maps to choose from to do a Great One grind, it would be super cool to have a Great One Cape. Can you imagine the insane horns on a Great One Cape? That paired with multiple different fur types like they have for all the different Great Ones, well, not Whitetail and Red Deer, but for the rest of them, Great Ones are now coming out with lots of really cool different colorful fur types. And imagine the insane rares that would come out of a Cape Buffalo grind. The rares for capes include leucistic and albino. Now, capes are a class 9 species. What better rifle to use than the 300 AR to do a grind for a Cape Buffalo? And it's always sweet to have a Great One that can go aggressive and attack you. There is our first cape, and that is a 2. Can you imagine a Great One with antlers that just go way up here? Crazy antlers. I would definitely be all over that grind. Coming in at number 8 on our list of top 10 most wanted great ones in Call of the Wild resides only here in Layton Lakes. That species would be none other than the Blacktail deer. Now, Blacktail were actually almost added to Silver Ridge Peaks. Oh, there's a level 4, look at that! Back when we had all of the backfilled species added to the maps, but at the last minute, that change was cancelled because the devs felt like having Blacktail in Silver Ridge Peaks was not very true to life. So we still have Blacktail only on one map. I would love to see Blacktail added to more maps, and a Great One Blacktail would be very, very sweet. I would imagine them to have antlers very similar to Great One Whitetail, but probably with different colored fur coats, unlike the Whitetail Great One. The other big difference between Blacktail and Whitetail is that Blacktail go to level 5 and Whitetail go to level 3, making them very different Great One grinds. If we were to get a Great One Blacktail, then Layton would have 4 different Great Ones you could grind for on this map. We would have Whitetail, Blacktail, Moose, and Black Bear. Is it something we'll see in the future? Only time will tell, but for right now, let's splatter. Oh, that's a very dead Blacktail. I shot him with the 300. Oops! I was just hunting capes a minute ago. And here is our very dead Blacktail. Would have been a gold, but imagine the crazy antlers on a Blacktail Great One. Hopefully it is something we will see down the road. Coming in at number 7 on our list of top 10 most wanted Great Ones in Call of the Wild is the reindeer or caribou. Now, reindeer and caribou are 2 completely different species in the hunter Call of the Wild. They're very, very similar. Their antlers are pretty much exactly the same, but their bodies are a little bit different, and reindeer can be hunted here in Medved Taiga, and caribou can only be hunted in Yukon Valley. Now, I personally would love to see reindeer as the next Great One, because I just think their antlers would just be insane. This is a photo of a diamond reindeer, and look at the crazy antlers on them. That's just a diamond. Can you imagine what a Great One reindeer would look like? All of the insane antlers that they could possibly have would just be absolutely incredible. That paired with different fur types would make the Great One reindeer probably, in my opinion, one of the best Great Ones to be added to the game. I really, really hope that it is something that we see in the near future. Antlered Great Ones are definitely my favorite to grind for. Let's drop this guy. He's not too bad. And he's about to go splat. And splat. Beautiful. And here's our reindeer. 332 and diamond is 430. Now, the one thing we would definitely run into while doing a grind for a Great One reindeer would be a lot of trolls. Reindeer are one of the worst trolls in the game. I would say 19 out of 20 level 5 reindeer are going to troll you. And 1 might be a diamond. That's how bad they are for trolling. The other issue we would run into would be the fact that Link's drink time overlaps with half of reindeer drink time, and Lynx do spook them away. Now, one bonus of the reindeer grind since the last update is that black bears now overlap with the drink time of reindeer. So you might end up with a couple diamond brown bear while you are grinding for the Great One reindeer. But yeah, I would love to see a Great One reindeer, probably more than anything else. Reindeer have always been one of my favorite species in the game. Maybe it's something we'll see in the future, maybe it's not. But I hope we do see a Great One reindeer because that would be ever so sweet. I would love that. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Whoa! Coming in at number 6 on our list of top 10 most wanted Great Ones in Call of the Wild is the grizzly bear. And we just about got trampled there. But currently we have one predator Great One in the game, and that would be black bear. Now, I don't know what the next Great One is going to be. This is actually the first time where I don't have a clue what the next Great One is going to be. We don't know whether EW is going to stick with their policy of keeping Great Ones on non-DLC maps. At some point, they are going to have to break out and put Great Ones on DLC maps. And the only DLC map that currently does not have a Great One is Savannah. Now, my grizzlies are still drinking at their nighttime drink time, but since the last update, when you shoot them, they will respawn to the morning drink time of 4 to 8. But having a Great One grizzly would be very, very sweet. It would be very similar to the black bear Great Ones. Here are the 6 different fur types for the Great One black bear. So I would imagine the grizzlies would have have very similar, different furs. Not necessarily the same as the black bear great ones, but the same style. I would imagine a great one grizzly to have gnarly, long claws, crazy scars, different furs. I think they would be really cool great ones and very popular to hunt, and Yukon is one of the most popular maps in the game, which is a good thing because the only map you would be able to grind for a great one grizzly is here in Yukon Valley. And man, getting over there to harvest that level 6 is a giant pain in the neck. Holy, I would literally have to fast travel all the way up here and run all the way down. We need a way to cross the river. That's what we need. Now, having all bear species drink in the morning since the last update will make grinding for any bear much more enjoyable. Maybe they are getting ready to put a new bear great one into the game. Grinding in the dark can get really tiring is the word. Always hunting in the dark isn't the most fun. Now, I have spawned 6 red deer great ones in the dark. They did drink at night during that time. It was quite a while ago, and it is definitely doable. It's just a lot more fun to do it in broad daylight and not nearly as difficult. Grizzlies are already pretty huge animals, but a great one grizzly would be even bigger, have even longer claws, have gnarly scars, different furs, and just be completely intimidating. Is it something we'll see soon in the Hunter Call of the Wild? Only time will tell. Coming in at number 5 on our list of top 10 most wanted great ones in Call of the Wild is the saltwater crocodile. Now, currently, saltwater crocs are the best species to grind for cash in the entire game. Part of the beauty of grinding for them is that you will find an insane amount of saltwater crocs all along the coast. You can blow their zones to Kingdom Come and they will come right back. There are piles of them along the coast here. Now, my favorite thing when hunting for crocs is to drop them with a perfect neck shot. Just like that, beautiful. But getting a vital is most important. If you just get a long shot and don't drop them with a neck or brain shot, they will go for a swim, but they will always float to where you were when you took the shot. It is very time consuming, but at least you do get your trophy in the end. Ooh, there's a mythical. That is something that has changed in Call of the Wild. It used to be that if you didn't drop your alligator or croc, they would go swimming and they would just never come back. You would just lose your trophy. Now, another thing I love about crocs is the fact that you can fast travel really close to them and they will not spook or render out. There's the shot there, beautiful. And that was jaw, upper neck, skull, and cervical spinal cord. So our first croc paid us just about 1,200, but as I continue to shoot, that amount will continue to rise. The most I think I've ever gotten paid for a croc is about 1,600, which is pretty darn good. Now, of course, males pay more than females, and the higher the level of the croc, the bigger the croc, the more you will get paid for it. And you always get paid more for a vital shot than when you mess it up. I missed! So when you miss, oh, it didn't miss there. Beautiful. When you do miss, always try and take another shot as they run for the water. Never shoot them more than twice, or you will ruin that medal ranking. But having a great one croc would be absolutely amazing. Everyone loves to grind for crocs. It would make all of us very, very rich. And there are so many rares for saltwater crocs, it's pretty crazy. So currently for rares, we have albino, we have leucistic, we have piebald, and I believe there are 2 variations of piebald. I only have 1, so I could be wrong about how many variations. If I am, definitely let me know in the comments. So I got a heart shot on the second shot. Look at that. That was pretty darn lucky. But we got paid close to 1,400 there, and he was a nice big one. I guess it's not a fur type, but it is a common. And then for rares, there is also light brown and melanistic. That's a lot of rares, so we would have some pretty sweet crocs in our lodge after doing a grind for a great one croc. And a great one croc would just be absolutely massive. It would have gnarly, crazy teeth. I would imagine them to have lots of different colors to them, but the only place you would be able to grind for them would be here in Emerald Coast, unless of course we do get crocs added to other maps in the future. And my new favorite rifle to grind for a great one saltwater croc would be the 300 AR. Crocs have now changed to be a class 8 species, and there's just no better weapon in the game to grind for them than the 300 AR. Now, crocs are definitely a species that can go aggressive and come after you you. Wouldn't it be cool to get attacked by a Great One Saltwater Croc? Now, taking the shot once you do spawn the Great One Croc would be very nerve-wracking. I think I would probably just go for a lung shot, because if you miss on a neck shot, it would really not be good. But we did make the shot. So here's hoping we see a Great One Saltwater Croc in the near future. And there's the shot. Look at that. That was a pretty sweet shot. Not bad. Coming in at number 4 on our list of top 10 most wanted Great Ones in Call of the Wild can be hunted here in Yukon Valley and also in MEDVED Taiga. Now, this species would be another predator Great One, and it is none other than the gray wolf. Now, everyone loves to hunt for gray wolves. They are definitely one of the more popular species in the game. They can definitely go aggressive and attack you, and when they do, it is usually not just one wolf, it is usually an entire pack. Now, I would imagine a Great One wolf to have lots of different fur types, to be much bigger and much scarier. Maybe have some crazy gnarly teeth, crazy scars, but they would be completely intimidating. Now, I do love having gray wolves on 2 different maps now. It is awesome to have them in MEDVED. Definitely brings more love to that map. Let's splatter a few wolves. Now, one amazing thing about hunting for wolves is the fact that when you start to shoot at the pack, they say they're fleeing, but what they actually do is run around in a circle and they don't actually leave, giving you the opportunity to take them all down. Now, if you do want to preserve the zone, you do want to make sure you're shooting them from a hunting structure like a tripod or a tree stand so that you don't blow out your zone. Now, I'm probably going to blow this zone to Kingdom Come. I'm not too worried about it. Let's start with this mythical. Now, I don't have a great angle, but I'm going to give it a shot. Now, when you do this, you want to make sure that you do not have your flashlight on. My dog. And you don't have your dog walking in front of you. So look, they say they're fleeing, but they're definitely not. And gray wolves pay amazingly well. And you can usually take down way more than if you were shooting at a herd of whitetail or blacktail or any deer species, because once they hear that first shot, they are all running for the hills, but not with gray wolves. And I don't know if we got every single one of them, but we sure did a good job, and look at the hunting pressure. That zone has officially been blown to Kingdom Come. Okay, look at those shining eyes. I love how wolves are so creepy, and that is our 8 mythical. We actually got a neck shot. I was lucky to get that shot at all, and he is a big one, less than 1 point under diamond. Imagine a Great One wolf with crazy glowing eyes, much bigger, gnarly teeth, crazy scars, different furs. I think a Great One wolf would just be amazing, and I think everyone would want to grind for one and put a Great One gray wolf in their lodge. Coming in at number 3 on our list of top 10 most wanted Great Ones in Call of the Wild resides here in Virunga Savannah. That species would be none other than the Great One Lion. Now, I know a lot of people would love to see a Great One Lion added to the game. If we do ever see a second Africa map added, that would probably be the perfect time to add the Great One Lion to the game. Lions are definitely one of the most popular species to hunt. They can only be hunted here in Savannah. Look at, oh, there's an 8 mythical. We have some very nice lions here. Another trophy that is one of the most sought after trophies in the game is the albino lion. So while grinding for the Great One Lion, we definitely will all have a really good chance at spawning some albino lions. I do have a level 5 albino. It only took me 250 kills to spawn. I got very lucky, but I definitely would love to spawn a bigger one. But a Great One Lion would be absolutely incredible. Now, I would picture them with all kinds of different fur types, different colors, scars, crazy teeth, crazy claws, just something completely intimidating. Did I get him? I don't think I did. The nice thing about lions is when you shoot them, they usually don't disappear too quickly, and there is usually an opportunity to get a second shot in, and we got both of them. We're gonna have a double splat, and that's a big pile of dead lion. I'm scared to come out of the tent. I'm gonna get murdered. Are we good? I think we're okay. This lake here in Savannah is the best lake on the entire map for lions. We actually nicknamed it Lion Lake, but the other really amazing lake for lions is the Twin Lakes right here, but they can be found at just about every inside lake on the map. And here is our lion. Beautiful 8 mythical. That's a pretty nice one. And the first shot was just a little bit low, so we got him on the second shot, and we have a level 6. Now, because lions are predators, this grind would definitely be a little bit tougher because every time you shoot at one, the zone does disappear, but they do come back just like they do in the black bear grind. And this grind will definitely make you a pile of cash, as lions are one of the best paid species in the entire game. I think if they added a Great One lion to the game, literally everyone would be grinding to get one of those sweet trophies in their lodge. I hope it is definitely something that comes in the near future to the Hunter Call the Wild. Coming in at number 2 on our list of top 10 most wanted Great Ones in Call the Wild resides on 3 different maps, being Rancho, Silver Ridge Peaks, and Parque Fernando. I am referring to none other than the Great One Mule Deer. Now, Mule Deer is a very highly asked for Great One, definitely one of the more popular species to hunt in the game, and I do love having map options when grinding for a Great One. So much nicer to be able to have different options than to be stuck on just one map. Now, this next Great One that probably is coming in June, which is very soon, I actually have absolutely no idea what it is going to be. That doesn't happen very often. For the last few Great Ones, I pretty much knew what was coming. I didn't know for sure, but I had a good guess, and what I thought was coming did actually come, but this time I really don't know what EW is thinking. So I'm very excited to find out what the next Great One is. Now we have a beautiful level 4 here. So I would imagine a Great One Mule Deer would have absolutely crazy antlers, lots and lots of different variations, probably different furs. They'd kind of be like a Great One Whitetail, but upgraded, because the only thing that a Great One Whitetail does not have are the different fur types. But funny enough, everyone still enjoys grinding for the Great One Whitetail. That is one grind that just never gets old. Okay, here's hoping this shot penetrates. Okay, I'm gonna get him before he turns. Did I get him? I think I did, actually. I thought I muffed it at first, but I think we got him. He's about to go. Oh man, he's hanging on. He just went splat. Now, when the new map drops, I really hope that the new Great One is on the new map. I also hope that the new Great One is on multiple maps so that we do have map choices when grinding for it. And I am very excited to find out what that Great One is going to be. But guys, let me know in the comments what your number 1 most wanted Great One is and what you think the next Great One will be, because I have no clue. Could be a brand new species on the new map that we have not even heard of yet, that isn't even in the game yet. That is completely possible. Now, this here is an image of a diamond mule deer. Look how huge the racks get. Now, imagine a Great One with way bigger antlers than even that. And here is our level 4. He's not a bad one, 239, but they do get way bigger than that. So, are we gonna get a Great One mule deer in June? I have absolutely no idea, but I really hope that Great One mule deer are added to the Hunter Call the Wild in the near future. Coming in at number 1 on our list of top 10 most wanted Great Ones in Call the Wild is the elk. We have the Rocky Mountain elk and we have the Roosevelt elk. I don't know if they were to add a Great One elk to the game, which one they would add. Now, they are completely different species on different maps, so I highly doubt that they would add 2 Great Ones at the same time. That has definitely never happened, and that would definitely be twice the amount of work for the devs, so I really don't think that would happen. Now, for me personally, I would prefer to have a Great One Rocky Mountain elk over a Great One Roosevelt elk. Look at the antlers on this level 4. Can you imagine a Great One? I can't even imagine. With way huger antlers and different furs, it would be probably one of the most popular Great Ones to grind for, because they would just be insane. So now we're here in Layton Lakes, and here is a Roosevelt elk. Now, I'm sure were we to get a Roosevelt elk Great One, that their antlers would also be absolutely incredible. Absolutely massive, and I would imagine them to have many different fur types. Now, I personally love antlered Great Ones more than predator Great Ones. I mean, we only have one predator Great One in the game so far, so maybe we will be getting a predator for the next Great One. I love the new 300. Now, if there is a species that you would love to see as a Great One that you think I should have had in the top 10, definitely let me know in the comments. And this is just a level 3, so they get way bigger than this. In fact, here is a picture of a diamond Roosevelt elk. Look at the antlers on that baby. Now imagine a Great One. It would be just absolutely incredible. So I personally am super excited for the next new Great One. I love grinding for Great Ones, and I hope you enjoyed today's video.